Hey everyone, thank you for joining us for our weekly thought of Dhamma. This week we'll be covering verse 21, and it's verse 1 of the Appamādo Vagga, or the chapter on heedfulness. So let's get into it. Heedfulness is the path to the deathless. Heedlessness is the path to death. The heedful die not. The heedless are as if dead already. It's so often in our lives that we get so caught up with our daily activities, going to work, coming home, cooking dinner, getting children ready for bed, helping our kids with schoolwork, doing all these daily activities that we don't make any time to really kind of stop and reflect and to really think about what we're doing. So it's as if we're dead already. We're just kind of floating along, trying to get by, all these different things. But if we would kind of stop for a few moments and just really reflect on all these different things, we can see that there's so much wisdom in them, that every thought, every word, every action has a seed of possibility to wake up in it. So I think this is what the Buddha was pointing at when he spoke these words, that it is our responsibility to reflect on what's going on in our lives, not to just be a passive observer or a passive, just like a stick in the river, just kind of floating along. That in this life, with all its ups and downs, it is a possibility for us to wake up, to kind of see it and to know it through and through. But it's something we have to cultivate. We can't expect it to be given to us. It can't be something that we have to rely on somebody else to do it for us. We need to do it. And of course that seems lonely and it seems kind of sad. But I think there's a lot of strength in that. There's a lot of power in that we are the ones that control it. We are the ones who are helping ourselves wake up. It's not giving power to somebody else. We are taking power. We are taking control over our lives. We are taking control over our own destiny. We're taking control over our enlightenment. We don't need to bow to anybody. We don't need to be some fawning disciple of some guru or something like that who praises this other person and lessens ourselves. No. The Buddha had these same trials as we had, and he was able to do it. And that's what he wanted us to know, that since he was able to do it, we are able to do it as well. So that's very empowering, that's very enriching. So I think during the week, we can stop, take a few moments, and reflect on these verses, and think about how are we living our lives? How much of it are we on autopilot? And where can we waken ourselves up? How can we draw our attention to our activities even further? And see what we can learn once we stop and pay attention a little bit. So as always, I wish you all the best. I hope you continue on with your practices, and I'll see you all next week.